What is up? Hey, welcome to the main event every Monday live, where we get you jacked for the week. Every Monday at 3 live, Secure Agent Mentor. I'm Cody Askins.
I'm Jacob Van Helden.
SecureAgentMentor.com. We love what we do. We're obsessed, which is why we come to you to get you freaking pumped for the week. Today's topic is going to be, it's going to be good.
It is.
It's going to be easy.
Yeah.
Do you need experience to blow it up your first year in the business? And you can take that two ways.
Right.
You don't have insurance experience at that point.
Yeah.
But do you even need sales experience? And I think I'm living proof that you don't have to have either.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can attain them quickly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And get them, but you don't have to have them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as a 19-year-old kid in college, full-time athlete, making over $100K in his first year in the business, that has to be a testament to anyone can do it. It really comes down to a drive and a will and being consistent. And
that's the biggest word.
Yeah.
I was consistent week in and week out to never see less than 10 people ever.
Yeah.
And I never did because I was serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
Made sure that never happened. I had no sales experience.
Yeah.
No insurance experience. I was a kid, like
you
said. But when I knew and I set goals and I said, you know what, we are going to achieve them. I read a lot of books, listened to a lot of audiobooks about sales, talked to other insurance experts.
Yeah.
Talked to my dad. I learned real quick that I didn't have to have a ton of insurance experience.
Oh, yeah.
But I need to get in front of a lot of people, skill up quickly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And add some sales experience. And when you start seeing 10, 15, 20 people a week, and you're seeing 500 people, 1,000 people your first year.
Yeah.
You're going to skill up really fast.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because each appointment that you have, as long as you pay attention and recognize, you can consistently build on the areas that you're struggling in. So if your warm up is poor and your rapport building is poor, then you can, over time, with skilling up and reading books and listening to audiobooks and getting on YouTube and doing research and talking to other people, get these tips and tricks and ideas and different things that you can do in order to skill up in the areas that you aren't good at.
And at least the biggest thing I heard from that is to being aware of what you're good at, what you're bad at.
Yeah.
I learned really quick that I was early on, and I'm talking, this ain't true now, but I was great at building rapport, warming up. I thought that was super important. I used to do that better then than I do now.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a closer.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me a few months of seeing a bunch of people, and I'm like, there's something missing.
Yeah.
I'm making sales, but I'm getting a lot of call me backs. I don't know. Let me think about it. And I'm like, I think there is a way to solve that. So for those listening, I grabbed The Art of Closing the Sale by Brian Tracy. We've got it for the audiobook's free on our website, as long as you remember. The Art of Closing the Sale by Brian Tracy changed my life.
Yeah.
I learned how to close.
Yeah.
By listening and then doing and applying by saying, hey, I don't do callbacks. You have, Miss Betty, you have everything you need to make an informed, educated decision today. You need it, you want it, you can afford it. Why don't you just take it?
Yeah.
I'm here. I can't come back. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and sign here if you don't mind. Thank you, Betty. You learn and you skill up and you figure out what you are not so good at.
Right.
Same thing in our call center.
Oh yeah.
They don't have to have experience. Brand new agent made his first sale yesterday.
On his first
day.
Very first day. In under 2 hours, he made his first sale. And yeah, he's got insurance experience.
Yeah.
But he came from a P&C background where he was really just working on the policies. He was doing the maintenance on the policies and didn't have a lot of sales experience. But with the scripts that we have, with the leads that we generate, with everything that we have, he was able to make his first sale in his very first day within his first 2 hours.
That's crazy.
We started at 10:30. He closed and was done with the sale. I think it was 11:40.
Any telesales experience? Any telephone sales experience?
I mean, he
at
had
all?
telephone experience. He knew how to talk on the phone, but he had never sold over the phone.
Wow.
And
That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was absolutely mind blown.
And we weren't even giving him the new leads yet.
No. He was working old leads that had been called 3, 4, 5 times and closed the deal. So it really boils down to it's a personality. It's being able to be likable. People buy from people that they like.
Right.
If you can build that rapport and you can get those people to say, yes, I like you. Yes, I trust you.
Right.
Let's go ahead and do this.
Yeah. And I said yesterday, I was thinking last week, but he was there like, his first day was last Thursday.
Yes.
For a few hours.
Yeah.
And he's making dimes, making sales. That proves our topic today. Do you need experience? I get that a lot. Hey, I don't have any insurance experience. I have no sales experience. Cody, I want to be great.
Yeah.
Do I have to have experience? No, you don't.
No.
And that is exact proof.
Yeah.
That you don't have to. I'm living proof that you don't have to.
Yeah.
Jacob is living proof. Before you came here, a little bit of selling cars, but no insurance experience.
No, I couldn't even. I mean, I couldn't tell you the difference between a term and a whole life policy when I first started. And now, it's skilling up. It's learning. It's taking the time. So
now he's one of the best in the office, if not the best in the office, because he has taken the time to master his craft, and master it from actually doing.
Yeah.
There's so many agents that they want to skip that learning curve. They want to skip that work ethic mentality. Hey, to where you've got to grind and go nuts for 90 days, 6 months, a year, 18 months before you can really be great at something.
Yeah.
What was 10,000, 100,000 calls to mastery or whatever?
Yeah.
You did that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's paying off.
Yeah, and it takes work. I will not. We're not going to sit here and tell you it doesn't. It's something that if you have no experience, you have to realize you're going to have to work a lot harder than the people who come in with 10, 15, 20 years of experience because they know the business. They know what it takes. They already know what a lot of the objections are because objections in one selling industry are not greatly different than in another selling industry, but they are pretty different. I mean, there's different objections, so you have to be able to learn and overcome those, and it all comes with time. It's not a 9-to-5 job. I can promise you. When you start with no experience, it is not 9 to 5.
And those vets that are working 9 to 3, just ignore them. Don't even pay attention to them. But there's agents that get in this business because they want the freedom. There's freedom.
There is.
But it can also be a hindrance to your success because you can turn into that 9 to 4, 10 to 3, 9 to 5 kind of deal.
4-hour work week
You
person.
need to grind. You need to outwork other people. Those first 12, 18 months or 24 months, 36 months are crucial. You can't come in here expecting to work 30, 35, 40 hours and succeed and blow it up and do well. We've got much more to come. We're freaking dropping it every Monday live with you. I love this. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The main event every Monday at 3. Every Monday at 3 live with you, Cody and Jacob. Do you need experience? What do you think?
You don't.
You definitely don't. If you're not a believer by now, go back. If you're just now joining us live, replay after this is done. Replay the first half of this show. Because I'm telling you what, part 1 was good. It was strong. It proved, and there Jacob was giving us a little Gary Vaynerchuk. Eat crap is what we'll call it. He says eat crap for 24 months. I'm living proof that you don't have to. I was driving $40,000, $50,000 cars within 6-8 months of being in this business.
Yeah.
Only because 12 months. Only because I learned what I needed to do to bring in $2,000 of cold, hard cash every single week.
Yeah.
And what I figured out was it's a numbers game.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Whether I have insurance experience or sales experience, if I see enough people, I will skill up. I knew when I crunched the numbers, I want to make $100K and I want to win Chairman's with Mutual, best trip they had. I needed to sit down and ask 10 people to buy. I ran the numbers, and I was actually better than numbers because I learned how to close, but I learned how to run appointments and I learned sales experience.
Yeah.
But I figured out I had to see 10 people every single week. Sit down with 10 people every single week. And I can promise you, if you can see one person a week, you can see 10.
Oh, yeah.
If you can see 10, you can see 20. It's all just, it takes a little more work,
Yeah.
a little more leads,
Yep.
a little more calling, more hours,
Yep.
being more creative, being smarter.
Yeah.
If you can see 10, you can see 20. And those agents that are, those typical agents seeing 1, 2, 3, we even have agents in our office seeing 1, 2, 3 people every single week. They won't make it long term.
No.
It's impossible.
No.
You're not even gaining any clients.
No. And the problem
Unless
with
they're
that,
all like super wealthy and you're writing the
Yeah.
largest cases in the world
yeah,
every week.
I mean, unless
it's
you're
just not gonna happen.
closing millionaire annuity policies every single week, and they're dumping $3, $4, $5 million into an annuity, and you're getting 2 of those every week. Hey, great, keep doing what you're doing. But for the average agent, the agent who is going to come into this business is going to grind, doesn't know multimillionaires, doesn't have a lot of big time connections. You got to grind. You have got to realize, again, this is not a 9 to 5. This is a 7 to 7. This is a 6 to 7. This is a 7 to 9. I mean,
if they only knew how much we were here.
Oh God, yeah.
You've been here the last few months, at least the last few months, from 7:30,
8 o'clock,
8 o'clock till
7:30, 9 o'clock at
7:30,
night.
8, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
you're putting in 12, 13 hours.
Yeah. Well, and it's because
This is a 60, 70 hour a week phenomenal career that we love.
oh yeah, I love it. because I enjoy my life outside of work. I'm not saying, and we're not saying that this is something that is going to consume every single second of your life, and you're not going to have any free time.
Unless you're me.
Yeah, true. But it's something that you have to realize is not going to be Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, or
It's not.
9 to 3. It's not.
I mean, if you're in a PNC environment and they're handing you a block of business,
sure,
and you're on salary, that's one thing.
Right.
But if you're 100% commission, you only get to eat what you kill. Then you can't make 9 to 4, 9 to 5 work.
no, you can't.
You just can't unless you come in with a lot of money and
Yeah.
you're really strategic, which most people don't.
No.
I mean, they
No.
come in, they don't have a lot of cash.
Yeah.
They're light on funds.
Yeah.
Some are just flat out broke.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of awesome agents that just don't have any money. They came from a career that they hated and they were making garbage doo-doo baby money.
Yeah.
And now they want to get in this business because they can get out of that obscurity and garbage doo-doo baby
Yeah.
diaper money.
Yeah.
And this is the career for that.
It is.
You
It is.
chose the right career.
Yeah.
Now let's make sure that you succeed.
Yeah.
No experience needed.
None at all. None at all. And honestly, like even with us, I almost prefer that someone come in with little to no experience because we can train them on
That's a good point.
our systems, how we want them to close, because we know what we do is successful. We do it every single day and we're successful at it. And if someone comes in with bad habits, especially with call centers, if you go from inbound to outbound, it's tough.
Yeah.
It really is. And so you picked up a lot of bad habits.
We noticed that.
Yeah, and we've noticed
We've
that.
had people that were at inbound call centers try to come and sell outbound.
Yeah.
That is a different freaking beast.
It is.
I don't care if you have inbound experience or not.
Yeah.
That ain't outbound.
No.
It ain't even close.
Two totally different worlds. We're talking Earth and Mars because
And that experience doesn't even help.
no, it doesn't. It really hinders your ability because they give you these bad habits, these not even sales
And
habits.
you're used to the customer being in control.
Yeah.
And just listening, not having to get people to take action,
No.
not having to get people to do anything.
No.
That's a different animal.
It is. It really is. So it's almost better if you are going to go into a sales position that is in a different industry that you have no experience with. it's almost better that you go in with no experience. Just be sure wherever you go, you are picking up good habits, not bad habits. Do not simply take the word of your sales manager or the word of the other agents as gospel, because a lot of them have been there for 10, 15, 20 years and have made the same amount of income the entire time, because there's those agents who work 9 to 3 and see 5 people max in a week. And you don't want to be that agent. You want to be the Cody Askins and go in there and grind and work hard and kill everybody in that office.
And have those people that have been there 10, 15, 20 years pissed off, coming up to you, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And you can do that.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. You can be that person.
Yeah,
you can be that individual.
Stir the pot.
But don't be complacent. Don't ever become satisfied with just being the best in your office. For those that are watching, the few and far between, those 1%ers that are the best in your office, how do you become the best in your company, in the nation, in your region? Let's gain some traction and actually not become complacent.
Yeah.
The best in your industry.
Yeah. That's what
How do you
want.
do that?
Yeah, and it's simply never being satisfied. It's never enough is never enough. And some people would call that greedy, some people whatever. It's not being greedy. It's you taking care of yourself. It's taking care of family. It's empowering you to help others, because the more you work, the more you make.
I just thought about Diana.
I know, it kills me.
Empowering
every time.
We got a call center lady that does an awesome job, freaking killing it. Like 10 apps last week. She tells people she's going to empower them, and I'm telling you what, the way she is on the phone, that girl is empowering a lot of people. She is freaking incredible. I love her. I'm telling you what, she's as good as anybody out there on the phone.
Oh yeah.
She gets people. She builds rapport like nobody's business.
Oh yeah.
No experience needed.
None.
She builds rapport like nobody's business. She overcomes objections like nobody's freaking business. They're eating out of her hand within 8 minutes in the call.
Yeah.
And she gets people to take action, which is what most people struggle with most.
Well, and when she came in, she had insurance experience, but she had zero she was scared of getting on the phones.
No phone experience.
And she has been here for a little over a month, maybe about 6 weeks. And in 6 weeks, she has skilled up so much because she's in here every day. She is one of the few agents that stays as much as I do. She gets here about 9 o'clock every morning.
When you outwork people, it shows in your numbers.
It does. You look at our sales board, she is top salesperson every single week because she puts in the time, she puts in the work, and she consistently builds on her flaws. She knows when she came in that she was not good on the phone, she was timid, she was scared of the phone, and she was not good at closing. In 6 short weeks, she has become one of the best closers on the phone that I have ever seen.
And she's phenomenal in person. I want to jump into fan mail because this has been a freaking incredible show. I love this. This is a good question too. Richard.
Oh, Richie Rich.
From Minneapolis, Minnesota says, "Hey, Jacob, if I don't have experience," and he addressed this one to you, so we'll let you answer.
All right.
He said, if you have no experience at all, what is that? If you could be good at one thing in this business and you had to single out what you feel like is the most important thing, and it was broad, it was generic.
Sure.
What's that one thing that I need to focus on being great at?
I would say skill up on sales before you skill up on insurance information. As far as
I would agree
carriers, products, the
irrelevant.
it's all irrelevant. As long as you know enough to give the client legitimate information, all that other stuff will come. But sales experience comes first, because if you don't know how to open, if you don't know how to build rapport, if you don't know how to build trust, and if you don't know how to close, I don't care if you could tell me the ins and outs of a variable universal life and exactly all the inner mechanics that work of it. If you don't know how to sell it, that doesn't matter. You're never going to make money.
Which is a phenomenal answer, because it is a big myth in this business that you need tons of product knowledge and that you need to know all the riders and all the little things. I'm telling you what, I worked with a lot of agents in my previous office that wanted to know everything, but didn't actually do anything. Product knowledge, it helps to a certain degree, but it can also hurt. Hey, the main event, every Monday, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. We love you guys. We appreciate you being live with us every single week. We hope you have a freaking killer week.
Yeah.
Go see 10 people.
Do it.
Then next week, go see 15 people. Then the following week, go see 20 people and enjoy. You know what? If you watch Monday Night Football like I do, go ahead and go ahead and make some calls in between.
Yeah.
Every commercial break.
Yeah. Make those calls.
Halftime.
Yeah.
Before the game. Well, maybe not after the game because it's so late unless
Yeah.
you're on the West Coast. But hey, we appreciate you being live with us. We love you. We thank you. Have an incredible week. We'll see you next Monday.